In this segment, we're going to go through solutions to the various exercises on page 19. You can select the one that matches up with what you did. I would encourage you to do as many of them as you can because the practice and the problem solving will help you out. Okay, we're going to do the first one. Enter the amount of the bill from your favorite restaurant. Okay, analyzing that, enter the amount. That says it's an input. Compute the tip. That says it's an assignment statement. That's going to do math. At 15%. 15% is 0.15, yes. However, leave at least $1, so that would be the if. This problem should be modeled in Excel. You should have only one output statement. Okay, let's take a look at the Excel first. Here's my test plan. I admit I had to play around a little bit because I didn't know where the breaking point was. But if we look at the math there for case 1, it is the cell in B5 times 0.15. So that would give me a tip of 60 cents, which is under $1. And then there's my if statement. If the tip is less than 1, then let's put down a 1 here, otherwise we can use the original amount. We see that case 4, $6.67 apparently is the break-even point, and after that we get stuff over 1. Okay, what about the flow chart? This is the shape it should be, so as soon as we get done talking about this a little, I'd recommend that you put the video on pause. Go work out your solution to it. So we have an input statement, which will be the amount of the bill. Then I've got to have math, tip equals such and such. Then I have an if statement. It's a little bit different than the Excel in that I don't need a new field for tip. I can modify the previous one with the assignment on the true side. And then finally, we have an output. It is nice and sometimes required that you have to format your output as currency. When you get to Visual Basic, you will have a different way of doing it. It's called toString, and then you indicate currency with a C2 inside parentheses. That's a ways down the road. For now, you can use just the format currency function. This also works in Visual Basic when we get there. Okay, now pause and go ahead and work out your solution. Here's my solution. Input bill, tip equals bill times 0.15. Then in this selection structure, if tip is less than 1, then let tip equal 1, and then we get the output. Let's run it with, looks like case 3 and 4 would be good. Well, how about case 1 and 4? No, 1 and 5. Okay. The value for bill, case 1, $4. For a bill of $4, the tip should be $1. Okay. Then let's run it with case 5, 6.70. For a bill of $6.70, the tip should be 1. Oops, that doesn't look good. Wonder what would happen if I did 671. For a bill of $6.71, the tip should be 101. Now, in all honesty, I hadn't done this, so that kind of surprised me a little bit. The point is, Excel might behave differently than Visual Logic, which might behave differently than Visual Basic. It is very important that you analyze right at the breaks. It's not important enough to get involved in it right here, but the fact that I discovered a discrepancy between my Excel and my flowchart is important, and then you get with the accountants and let them decide which the right answer is. So this concludes the first problem. Go ahead and go on to the next one if you wish.